Hi everyone, this is Gauthier from Moon, and today we're talking about Web3 enabler. We're talking about crypto payments. Here I have Alex Hochberger. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Gautier. Good to be back.
Okay, so Hock, as we call you in our team, can you tell us about Web3 enabler? What's going on in the space today?
So Web3 Enabler went live in the App Exchange over the summer, and we have our first Salesforce partners coming on board, and we're excited to be bringing our first clients on in 2024. So Web3 Enabler at its core enables payment solutions in Web3, hence the name. And what we basically do is we bring the blockchain data into your Salesforce org and allow you to map that blockchain transaction data, which is now economic data, into your org. So apply payments to your opportunities, track refunds on and payments on the order object. Anywhere you're in your Salesforce ecosystem, we work with you to help you map the data to where you need it. And that's a overly technical way of saying we allow you to accept payments with your sales rep not knowing anything about crypto and being able to have it transferred around in your company as a treasury operation.
So we are also part of two accelerators these days. How's it going on this side?
It's been really great. It's been really helpful to kind of focus on all those kind of meta business areas as we've been going live. Building the application, as you know, is only the first step of launching a business. And we've been really focused on going to market and our partner solution and, start continuing to fundraise.
Wonderful. So let me put myself in the shoes of a Salesforce partner or a Salesforce consultant. What's the use of Web3 Enabler? What's the typical client I have that could be using Web3 Enabler?
So we believe that for 2024, the typical case is a company probably in the United States or Europe, maybe in, Brazil or another large global South economy that has a bunch of international transactions and it wants to streamline and simplify. If you're doing business with Latin America, you're well aware that the Argentinian peso has been in a free fall for quite a while. Venezuela is always racked with various areas of instability. If you're in Europe, you've dealt with Russian sanctions, you've dealt with a war in the Middle East, you've dealt with various wars breaking out in North Africa. Meanwhile, business goes on. So what we find is the crypto rail payments, particularly with stablecoins, whether they be Tether or Circle, denominated in either euros or dollars, creates a great way to do international business and not be interrupted by problems and exchange rate issues in the global banking system.
Wonderful. So do you think the future of Web3 Enabler is more towards those emerging economies or towards those places where there's huge inflation from one of these places to another, or from a G20 economy to non-G20 economies?
That's where we think for 2024 and 2025, the main focus is. We think by 2026 and 2027, when the regulatory situation calms down, we think ACH, SWIFT, and wire transfers will all be a thing of the past. ACH is a 50-year-old technology that the Fed has. FedNow, their new replacement, works for between U.S. banks. We think payments are going to depend. We support the Web3 ethos of peer-to-peer payments. We also accept that financial institutions will be playing a role in this new economy. So we think that it's important that you're able to bridge and track your transactions, whether they're in euros, dollars, pounds, or their crypto equivalents.
Wonderful. And so at the moment, how many currencies do we support at Web3 Enabler?
There are approximately 25 preloaded currencies, most of which are stable coins, but you can add anything supported on any of the blockchains we have live. We support both native coins and tokens. And for tokens, we do things like validate the contract address. So we preload you with popular ones, but if you want to accept payment in your cryptocurrency of choice, it's addable directly in the Salesforce admin tool, no programming needed.
Wonderful. So that means that sales reps and accountants and all the employees don't have to understand how Bitcoin works in order to be able to receive Bitcoin and so on.
Absolutely. The current version live on Salesforce currently supports 4 blockchains: Ethereum, Optimism, Arbitrum, and Polygon. We have in development Base, which is Coinbase's, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, and Dash. And we're super excited that next quarter we have been chosen by the XRP Foundation, XRP Ledger Foundation, to build the XRP Ledger native for Salesforce. So we will be supporting that both in Web3 Enabler and in a custom XRP for Salesforce tool coming out in Q1.
Yeah, so for our dear listeners, you can look at that on the list of grantees. I'm going to put the link in the description. But yes, we have been proudly displaying that on our website as well. All right, and so what's the future for Web3 Enabler? What are you working on? What's the hot
So
thing?
we're working on adding more blockchains, adding the ability to handle more coins. We're working on integrating a variety of real-time conversion rate tools to allow you to set whatever your corporate internal conversion rate is. Each of our clients has their own treasury rules. So, maybe you mark to market in real time. Maybe it's at 9 a.m. Maybe it's an after the fact conversion rate based on what you've accepted in lieu of. We're looking to be super supportive. And that's, for the case of stable coins, it's less complicated, right? A USDC is mapped to a US dollar, and a URAC or a yurt is mapped to a euro. But for the other cryptocurrencies that float, we support, we're supporting whatever our clients need to get their conversion rates in the way they want to handle them.
Okay, and so allow me to ask a horrible question, but what if somebody doesn't want to use Salesforce?
We have in the works the versions being created for Zoho, HubSpot, Intuit QuickBooks, Xero, and Sage. And then we plan to add more on top of that. Our goal is to be wherever business is to enable them to use Web3 in their business operations.
Wonderful. Any last word to add to this already fantastic update?
It is absolutely exciting to be out of crypto winter. Bitcoin hit a new local high, which seems to bring everyone's attention back. But we are thrilled that we are watching governments shut down the bad actors and allowing the technology to really solve real problems.
So that means that in the future there will be more better actors and morally supportable actors who will be using top-notch products such as Salesforce or other CRMs, and so Web3 Enabler.
Absolutely. We think business, wherever there's an opportunity to conduct business faster and cheaper, we want to be there, and we want to help Web3 enable companies to just move faster.
Thank you, Alex Hochberger, everyone. This was our CEO and founder of Web3 Enabler. Stay tuned for a podcast every Friday about the hot things happening in the crypto payments world. Thank you, Alex.